You're gonna come to sit now, and you're going to bring one leg in and the other leg's going to send out into a straddle. It can be a more narrow straddle, just depends on your hips, and you can always sit up on a cushion if this feels a little bit tight. Okay, from here, we're gonna send the arms out lateral, and you're just going to arc up and over one way, and then back center, and then arc up and over the other way. And center. Arc. And center. And arc. Let's do a few more, then we'll add on. Feeling really long out the side of the waist. You're grounding the hips down into the mat and reaching long out of the fingers. Keeping the front ribs in. On this next one, you hold here and then you come up, but instead of side bending, that hand's gonna plant, you're gonna circle the arm forward, press the hips up, reach long from fingers to toes, and then sit the bum back down, and then come back into the side bend. Circle, press up, opening up through the side of the body, and lower down. You reach over. Even though we're side bending, we're trying to find length in both sides of the waist, but you will feel an obvious stretch through one. And last one like that. Press on up, hips lift forward, you reach in opposition, toes to fingers. You sit back down. We're gonna go back over into the side bend and hold. You're gonna take the arm down by your side and then flip the palm up, reach overhead. Palm flips down, you press it down by your side. Feel stretch all the way up into your neck. Big inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, press down by your side. One more like that for me. And hold there and roll up to stack the spine bone by bone. Okay, the leg that's bent is gonna become our bottom leg now. You're gonna come down onto your side. This bottom arm can create a little pillow for your head, or if you've got one already, you can put it under there. You wanna lift up through the bottom side waist, and everything is in one line. Knees are slightly ahead of you, and that might change. I'll cue you through that. But here we are. Okay, this top hand can be in front just for a little bit of support to start. You're gonna take the top leg, knees are gonna stay together, and you're gonna lift the top foot internally rotating. Now, what I want you to feel here is this oblique, and especially the lower back area is gonna feel like it tenses up. That's your QL muscle. And then as you lower, you're actively releasing that. So you have to create a little tension in order to release. If you don't feel it there, play around with the position of your knees. Okay, sometimes bringing them back a little bit can help you feel more of that QL muscle. Of course, you're also gonna feel a little bit in the hips. I'm gonna take this bottom arm stretched out nice and long. Feels good for side body today. Okay, so you're internally rotating the hip, you feel the QL turn on, you hold that tension for a moment, and then you slowly release it, feeling this relaxation through the muscle. Okay, rotate up, and then release. Sometimes we need to create tension in order to release it. Find that feeling, and let it go. Last one like this, and we'll add on. You're gonna take the top arm overhead to match the other one. And then from here, as you rotate the hip, foot lifts, you're gonna pull the elbow in by your side and then reach long. So now we've got all the side back muscles involved. You'll feel the lats start to engage, and you might be more easily able to find the QL tension there. So everything kind of tightens along the side of your body as you pull in, and then you're gonna release it all, feeling really long as you lower. Okay, we've got 4 more of these. You might be feeling a little glute action too. This is 3, you pull in, and then active release. For 2. Really let it go. Last one. From here, you release. You're gonna send the top leg back behind you, top arm forward into a little twist. You can allow the forehead to sink down to the mat. You're reaching the same side, hand and foot in opposition, creating this nice twist, feeling really long at the side body. Take some big deep breaths here for me. And then we'll come back to center, press on up with the top arm, and we'll take the legs back into our half straddle to do the other side. So other leg comes out this time, and then the other one is in. You've got both arms nice and long, and you're growing tall through both sides of waist. We'll start with the mermaid side to side. So just take note about how the sides of your waist feel. We're gonna even it out a little bit. 4 more for me. You reach up and over. And the other side, find what feels good here in terms of range of motion. Over. On this next one, you hold over here, and then you make your way on up. You plant the hand now, other arm circles forward as you lift the hips, getting really long out the side of the body. And then you sit the bum back down and then come back into your side bend. So get a little nice inner thigh hamstring stretch there. Okay, you place it down, press out of the arm, hips lift, side body reaches, and then circle back down. Big stretch to the sides of the waist. So getting a nice hip opener there at the top. Last one, lifting. We're going to hold this stretch over, and you're going to lower the arm down, flip the palm, lift it up overhead. Okay, flip the palm down, you lower like you're pressing against a little bit of resistance there. You feel a stretch all the way up into the side of your neck. Once you feel that, that's kind of where you want to stop lowering. You hold for a moment, and then you flip back up. A few more of these. And up. Let's do 2. And up. Last one, hold it low, start to roll up bone by bone, stacking the spine. We're gonna come all the way down to lie on your side. Okay, make sure you've got some room for that twist at the end. Bottom arm can stretch out long, or it can be like a pillow. Head rests. And then you're gonna bring everything in one long line, except for the knees will be slightly ahead of you. Top hand can just rest here to support you to start. Knees stay glued together. You start to rotate the hip in to lift the foot, and then lower. So you feel this tension in the QL, which is this lower back side region. And again, you can shift the knees around, play with the positioning there, for me is better. Bringing them back a little bit to access that tension at the top. to fire up the QL, and then you have to actively release it as you lower. Okay, so it requires a little bit of focus. Okay, we'll keep going here for a few more, and then we'll add the arm. For 2. Last one, allowing the head to sink into the arm, no tension there. Lower it down, top arm's gonna reach up overhead to match the bottom arm. And then this time, as you lift the foot, the elbow draws in by the waist, and then you reach out long. So you feel this, not crunching, but kind of tensing sensation along the entire side waist now, up into the bottom of the armpit or underneath the armpit. And then you really release it as you reach long. And up. This is one of my favorites. I tend to sit like a pretzel when I work on my computer, and it's something that I've tried to fix, but it's just how I sit. And so my QL, one of them's really long and one of them's really tight, and this I just find brings so much balance back to the area. One more for me. Fire up through the muscle, and then really reach out through the arm. Allow it to relax as you bring the foot back down. And then you're gonna send the foot back behind you. Top arm reaches as you twist. So you can make this twist as big or as small as you'd like. Forehead can come to the mat. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Maybe you can feel like you reach 1 inch longer from fingers to toes, finding that extra little bit of length through the side body. And then when you're ready, we'll bring it back in. We're gonna roll straight onto our back for our last little bit.